Guys, look who's back. It's me. I'm completely amazed. I wouldn't have dreamt to have so much support. I'm really thankful for all you guys. It's been 1 week since my upload of the first episode. By the time I'm recording this right now. And well, first of all, welcome. Welcome to the second episode. I I hope you're tuned in again. And as I said, it's been 1 week since the upload, and I've had over 350 views. I've had just about, not quite, 30 likes so far, and 27 subscribers. Although those numbers don't seem to sound like very many people who actually watched and liked my work so far, it's still extremely much considering what I expected to happen. And just, I didn't do any advertisement, I didn't do anything, I just let it roll as it was. And I'm amazed at this great feedback. And of course, I've not reached levels like Flux or someone who uploads a video and has thousands of views in the first hours, but that's not what I'm aiming for. I just want to share my work. I want to show you guys who are watching, what I do and how I do it. So I'm really sorry that it's taken me ages right now. You have no idea how long it took me to finish the first episode. I think the second one's still taking me longer. In fact, just because it's so much stuff to do, so much organization around it. In the last week, I've played for about 4 hours in total, which is much for weeks where I have lots of stuff to do. But it's actually, well, if I'm trying to do this here consequently, it's basically nothing. Um, I collected 30 minutes of raw footage, all for time lapse, and it ended up being just about 20 minutes I have right now to fill, which is by no means a bad thing, but yeah, just it's not. I'm not already losing my will to work hard on this whole thing, but it's just I want to deliver episodes, and I don't want to wait for ages. I can't wait to upload this one, so I hope it's not going to be much longer. Um, and yeah, as soon as I get everything settled, I will definitely give you more content and more live content. So talking about settled, I already got a new mic, the microphone, with a wee stand it has with it. It's the Yeti microphone by Blue, and I had actually not planned to buy it. Not right now. I had planned to buy it sooner or later, but it ended up in my cart earlier than expected, just because it was in an extremely good offer. And I thought, why not? Just do it. Also, I'm not working on my audio with the Windows Movie Maker I'm actually still using for my video, because I haven't found anything really better so far. Please leave suggestions if you have some, or if you use something yourself. So I used, not I used to, but I used the Movie Maker, or its wee audio functions for last episode, and you see I have bumps and wee strange bits everywhere. But now I'm using Audacity, which I got suggested, and I'm really happy with it. I'm just trying to get to know it, so bear with me again if it's not perfect. It will be sooner or later. I'm working on it all at once, but I still hope that you can see an incline in quality. If not, well, it's on Audacity, isn't it? Sorry. um, yeah, I hope you're happy, Jimmy. I read your comment quite thoroughly, and first of all, it blew my socks off, because I was amazed at how well much you could actually help someone with just a wee comment, and that's just what I was asking for in my first episode. I just remember, as I was hovering over the farm, I said, please don't leave me any hate, but leave me comments I can use, and it was really amazing. I will have your questions answered later, or in the new description, or in the comment I already left. But it just amazed me extremely. Also, Jacob and Mitch, you two were the first ones to actually comment on my video. Thanks to you. And it just hit the nail on the head what you said. That was just exactly what I was going for, and I'm so incredibly glad that actually came through. Thanks to all you other guys who liked and commented and subscribed. Now I'm not just doing that for myself, and in order to not just sit there and play for myself, but now I'm doing it for you. So I'll come back to you in a minute and talk about Jimmy's comment. Now, with all this enthusiasm, I completely forgot to tell you what I'm building right now, so I'm sorry. You see me putting down some details on the sewage treatment plant I decided I needed quite urgently, just after my experience showed me that this is something every new city needs quite quickly, otherwise it will just end up not getting rid of the sewage, of course, and citizens will be ill and die, etc. And I don't like these just pipes that end in the sea. I think they could work in some really big industrial area, but I especially don't like those bigger sewage treatment plants from the vanilla version, because I just think they look far too big and far too tall for their width. I just don't like the way they look. And the big issue with the aeration basins and the round stuff there, what I completely forgot the name of, is just the problem with them is that they only serve as pumping stations, so they deliver me loads of fresh water, but I can't get rid of the old stuff. So I found this grit and screen facility you can see in the upper right corner there by Avania, and I really like the fact that it looks nice and gets rid of old water and of the sewage. So I fiddled around a bit with the way of putting them next to each other. Those what's it called? Garbage facilities. Strange word. Anyway, these wee factory-like buildings. I decided to put down there to make it look a wee bit more industrial, and also to get rid of my rubbish, which is a great thing to have settled quite quickly as well. Now, you saw me put down the wee electricity box, and that should be enough for right now. My sewage treatment, my water supply, and my rubbish treatment should be perfectly fine for the next few episodes, so I probably won't put anything down in that way. I won't have to, so we can completely focus on giving the wee island some soul to make it nice. And that's what I usually just spend hours on doing, putting down foliage, putting down some trees you'll see later, putting down all the different decals and making it look a wee bit used, because I don't like this everything clean, everything perfect way of building cities. I've used to do it for ages, and then I realized that this is just far nicer, and it was always quite annoyed by putting down plans and everything until I actually saw Flux do it. It was especially Flux who actually inspired me to just put it down and do it. And although it might be tedious at some points, I think it just makes a giant difference on the result. Now back to your comments. Jimmy, you were not the first one to comment, but you were one to leave me an amazing lot of ideas. And I did record live parts simultaneously in the last episode. So you're right. That was not too good of an idea. By the way, what you see me doing right there is first done, I think, by Strict Toaster. Please excuse me if I'm wrong. It was either Strict Toaster or Fresh Popcorn. And Flux just used it in his marina in Rhinestone the other day, and I really love this way of coating coastal areas which are not meant as beach or something, and just to break the waves to not destroy my sewage treatment plant, which would be quite annoying if that was real. So I did record my live sections with my left hand and my phone in the hand. Now I have the microphone plus stand, but I don't have any live sections in this episode. I did record the lapses afterwards, as I'm doing right now, and I'm just about to adjust the volume, so I hope that will be better for you as well. Not for you, for everyone, because I did realize I was a wee bit too loud. I tried to get all the bumps out. As I said, I have a new program for cutting, and I can get in far more deeply. I'm not really experienced, but that will work out with the time. What you also said is to turn off the decoration sprites. You might have seen it already, and I think that was a really good idea. I didn't like it at first, but I still gave it a try, and I think it will work out just fine. And if I realize in the course of the next episodes that I want those decoration sprites back, I will definitely just turn it back on again. But for now, great idea. Just some quick info before we go on. This is the wee hill, or one of the wee hills next to or near the sewage treatment plant. And I decided to put a church up there just because where I come from, there are many churches plastered around the area, and I think that is a nice place where earlier settlers might have put their holy building down. So the rest of the episode is going to be about finishing or furnishing the area around the church and so forth. So back to Jimmy. As I said, I turned the sprites off. I tried around with it a wee bit, and I ended up just turning them off completely, and so far I'm happy with it. You did tell me about my mod and prop collection, and it's true that it's not properly visible. That was just because somehow my collection was not saved, and the link I put in was for my own, or for the own collection that you could open. However, I created a new one. It is a complete mess. It's everything I ever actually got in the workshop for City Skylines. So it's not really refined. It will be. I will work on it. But I want to get this episode done for you guys. So it is up, or it will be up with this episode. But as I said, not in the perfect refurbished version. So please be patient for the next 1 or 2 episodes, and I will go through it. Although I'm not very excited about it because I have far too many assets, and it will be some time. It will take me some time to go through it and think, what did I use, what will I use, etc. But that's something that has to be done. Just not right now. So, Jacob, you were the first guy, I think, to comment at all. And you just basically got the whole gist. It is going to be a wee town, and nothing too big. I've had some requests to build a giant city, and it will be a wee bit more urban here and there, but I'm definitely not planning on building giant cities like other people. I want to stick with this small, not tiny, but small and very basic sized towns and villages. Mitch, you were the one to reply to Jacob's comment, and I already had the idea of putting down a hotel in another corner, just next to the border checkpoint, or just after it on the way into the area below the church, where the first town will start probably. And I might not put it down in the next episode. It will definitely not be in this one, but it will probably come in the course of the next episodes, and I'm planning on that. So if it's not thrown over before I get to put it down, it will definitely be there. Also, you asked for a longer time lapse for the beginning, and I hope you're pleased. 20 minutes of time lapse is the result. Was not all due to your idea, but it's just the circumstances. And I will try to have, like you see with Flux or someone, time lapse in the beginning, wee explanation, wee live section, time lapse again. That is what I'm aiming for. I just was not able to manage during the current 2 episodes. But if you're patient for another 1 or 2, you will see that I can do it as well. So also you told me to please stick with this type of music, and I am completely on your side. I think this electro music it has its charm, but almost everyone has it in his videos, no matter which game. It's always all the let's plays and stuff are always, or usually with electric techno kind of stuff, and I'm really happy with some good old instruments. So I also had a suggestion to build a big glamorous city. I'm probably going to disappoint you. I'm not planning on building something really amazingly big and like a Las Vegas strip or something. It is really supposed to be a wee bit more rural. I will have some nicer districts, of course, but I'm not planning on having big skyscraper party paradises, more this kind of stuff. So the video is almost over. Thanks to you guys for tuning in again, and I'll see you next time.